is up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're celebrating the Morphe store in Scottsdale. Shout out to my girl Carly, she works there, so go visit her, tell her I said hello. So today I am going to be using this palette here. This is the 35O palette from Morphe, of course. This look I created a while back and I told you guys I was gonna make a video and I haven't, but here it is. So without further ado, let's do what it do. Alrighty. I was fighting with my eyebrows today because they were not cooperating. So this one is darker and a lot higher, and then this one is softer and thinner. That's gonna have to do. So to create this look, I am going to be using the Morphe, the original, the OG Morphe 35O palette. And we are going to be focusing on these guys here. So for our transition color, it's going to be this little guy right here. This is Chrome Yellow from MAC. This is going to go on the crease. I'm just going to try to keep it at the bare minimum. So I'm just going to try to use at least 2 brushes. So to go in with that Chrome Yellow, I'm using the 217 brush. And we are going to swipe it right on the crease. So we're going to hug the eye all the way around town. I'm putting this color all the way into this inner socket of the eye and then all the way out into the outer portion of my eye. And I'm just grabbing a little more just to deepen that up. And then I just have this flat brush. I don't know where I got this one. It's just a flat brush. So we're going to use this to pack on some color. And the color I'm going to be using is this guy right here. So we're just going to pack that on that brush as much as we can. Like I said, we want this color to really pop. Don't be afraid of some color. So this we are going to pop right on the lid. Look at that. Creating some tequila sunrise up in her. So I'm packing it all the way into the inner corner of the lid as well as that outer corner. And then going back with that 217 fluffy brush, I'm using that same color, and we're going to use this color or this portion to blend out the orange and the yellow. That way we have a smooth transition between each color. Now if you find yourself that they are still not blending like it is right now, I mean, it's blending enough, but I want it to be a smoother transition. I'm going to use this peachy color right here. That way we can use that to blend out the colors. Same brush, 217. See that? Blends a lot easier. The reason why it's a color in between both, so it helps out to blend both colors into each other. If that makes sense. See? And it does the work for you. So I'm going to use this color right here, and I'm going to use that to deepen out this outer corner of the eye. And again, same brush, the 217. And we're going to pack this with the tip of the brush right on the outer corner. Now this is really going to help to give that eye some definition instead of having just one solid color. So then we're going to go back to that middle color, and we're going to use this to blend out this outer portion of the eye. As you can see, it's starting to look a little harsh. So we're just going to grab that color and softly, and you can see that my eye is not even moving, so I'm not putting any pressure to it. Just. And then going back with that Chrome Yellow just to top it off. Ta-da! So I'm going to do the other eye off camera. And we will go on to the next step. I was trying to think of what time I'm going to work. It's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now that both eyes are done, we are going to be using this Kohl Power eye pencil from MAC, and this one is in the color Feline. So we're going to use this to line. We're going to use this to line our lash line because we are going to be putting some lashes. And this I'd like to do one eye at a time, because Feline is one of those black pencils that once it dries and it's hard to blend out. So going back to the palette, we are going to be using a more reddish brown. So I'm going to go in with this middle color right in here. First that I'm using is the same flat brush. We're going to dip it in straight in. So we're going to be using that tip. And we're going to use this to buff out that feline color. Damn it. It already dried out. Come on, feline. Come on, feline. So now I'm just going to pack it right on top of that color. Just to give it some definition. Perfect. We're going to do one coat of mascara before our lashes. And this is why I wear lashes, because you barely even see mine. And for lashes, I don't know if you can see them. These are Samantha. These are the Huda Beauty lashes. Are they? Yes, they are. Ta-da! So for my face, I'm going to use... That's too nasty. Okay, so for my face, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. And this one is in the color 2N1. Cashew. And then I'm just going to use my beauty blender, or should we call it our booty blender, to blend it out. Blend, 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 blend. Blend down the neck, blend, 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 blend. So baby, ride with me, see where this thing goes. This is like a workout. Damn it. Right in between those uneven brows. Cool, 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 cool. So now that we have blended and covered all of our redness, yes, we are going to go in with our concealer, and I'm just going to use the Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. It's funny because this one, when it goes on super light. Like it goes on the way it should. And then once I set it, then it looks like my face color. So I think I need a shade lighter. Woo! My arm hurts. Alright, to set, I'm going to use, there's some sparkles in there. You see that? Ooh, 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 ooh. Sparkle, sparkle. They're gone. To bake, I'm going to be using the Airspun Loose Powder in Translucent. And I'm just going to use a Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. It's going to go on that bottom corner. And make sure you're packing a good amount of powder, because the next thing we're going to be doing is applying some eyeshadow right under the eye. When you're baking, make sure you don't have a really good shirt, or the shirt that you're going to wear that day, because it gets all over your shirt. Yes. So we're going to go back with Feline, and we are going to line that eye up. And this is going to be under the lash line and on the waterline. And then same procedure, we're going to go in with this guy and into that warm brown color. We're going to use this to blend that black out. Now, if you're like me and you cry a lot when you do this part, just grab a tissue. You're going to put it in your eye and then close your eye. And then the tissue will absorb all that excess water. That way you don't mess up that top portion of your eye. Alright, now that we're going to dust everything off. And then going back with that 217, I'm going to go in with that top orange color, our star of the show. And we're going to run it down under. We're going to run it down under the lash. And then I'm going to grab that yellow color and I'm going to run it on the bottom of where we put that orange color, just to hug it around this area so it looks more uniformed. For the rest of the face, to contour, I'm going to be using the Shade and Light palette. I'm just going to use an angled brush, and again, we're going to use all three. So this we're going to use to carve out our cheeks. And then I'm just going to use that Biana Bronze color from MAC. Grab a little more just to put on that nose. And then going back with that Shade and Light palette, I'm going to be using this light color right here, and this is an e.l.f. pointed foundation brush. And I'm going to use this to brighten up that under eye. I'm going to pack it right under that eye. So my goal is to look like a chicken, a roasted, juicy, right out of the oven look. Meaning, I want to look very, very, you know, just very, very highlighted. So what perfect highlighter to do that is this guy right here. This one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. If you haven't tried this one, it's bomb. It is bomb. So I'm just gonna pack a bunch of color on there. Some up in here. So I like to put here and here. So kind of skip this. So when I turn, dimensions everywhere. And we're gonna put right up on her, our exclamation point, and then right on top of the Cupid's bow. And then just a little small pointed brush. I'm gonna use that to highlight that inner portion of the eye and also on the brow bone. I'm telling you, we wanna look like that roasted chicken. Can't live with you without you. Can't live anymore. So for lips, I'm going to be using this bad boy right here. Let's do some peel porn. I want to create an orange. I wonder who paid attention in art class. So to make orange, we are going to be using the yellow and red. There is this bright orange one there. I'm not sure if it's, I mean, it is bright, but I feel like it's not, it's more of that, man down. It's not that orange that I'm looking for. So you can see that this one is like a very, very orange. This one has more of like a pink. Let's get mixing. So what I'm gonna do is grab, I'm so scared. So what I'm gonna do is just grab a little bit of red. So I'm just gonna grab just a teeny tiny bit. I'm just gonna place it right on there. And then I'm just gonna scrape off a little bit of yellow. And we're gonna put it right in here. So then I'm just gonna use the back of it and I'm gonna start mixing little by little until I see the color that I want. So the reason why I say little by little is because you see how I'm using a little more yellow than the red? And I think I'm just gonna need a little more yellow. Perfect. So you guys see that orange right there? That's what I'm looking for. I didn't use the entire red in there. See that? I'm a magician. And then we're gonna apply it. Perfect. So since we want to look like a rotisserie chicken, I'm gonna use rambunctious, I don't know. This orange color right here to intensify dish orange. Ooh. Yes. Alrighty guys, well thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.